It looks like they checked in for that. That's nice to see. We're gonna get started with our first map of this third semifinals. The second that will be streamed, we have 1Pro4Noobs on the NRF side. Nashi, Throsex, Lasdos, Ichiap, and Rocky. And on the EU side, Core7 with Kisa, Ryuken, Silvios, Gesu, and Capiciano. This is another best of 3 match. We see a KPB Galaxy, also an X95R. That's an interesting call. Stellar C still there. Yeah, Kisa obviously playing with that M19. M40, a regular M40, no last team standing. That's the one gun that I've been missing so far, that M40 A5 last team standing. So red ticket gun for 300 red tickets. It is better than the regular M40, and it has an extra bullet as well. So it should be one of the guns that we would see here. Unfortunately, not yet. Maybe one of the players will come to think of that later.
Roger.
Well, 2 kills have already been made on the defensive side. It looks like 1Pro4Noobs has it in order at this point. 2-man stack up here on the one stairs that they have too. Ryuken is going to move up together with his teammate. Yeah, the scope has to pick, so there's guess who. So gets an opening frag, gets a kill on Nashi, but immediately will be treated out by Lasdos. A good setup on the stairs. He has to hold it down as Ryuken sprays him down. Chiop is now going to get in position. Rocky's still in mid, holding... What the hell is Rocky even watching? Nothing, really. But yeah, Chiop shuts down Ryuken. Capiciano makes the trade. That's a 1v2 situation. Just Rocky left here. That's the Python.
Operation success.
Capiciano will fall to that. So first round going to 1Pro4Noobs, and that is going to be by far the hardest team to pronounce for tonight. We should just call them 5 randoms, see if they like that.
Fire in the hole!
These are being thrown by Core7. Seem to be going more for a mid-favored push, so Throsex will have to retreat for that. He's going to try and hold the angle with the M19. He's here. His shot getting tanked. Should have been tanked at least. He's going to get pushed out. A lot of pressure being applied to him, but he just keeps on peeking, and Ryuken will finally shut him down. Mid falls. Also is going to give back up as he shuts down Don Silvios. He's going to try and play close here over at 2 side. So Rocky shuts down Capiciano. Lasdos should push out at some point and try and get a lot of kills here. As soon as he falls here, the round might be done for, even though it's a 3v4 situation in our 1Pro's favor. See, Nashi is actually going to try and go for the peak. Rocky meanwhile finds Kisa. So good defense. Yeah, now they push out, and now they know where the last player is. Ryuken is being caught up in the corner as Lasdos sprays him down. 2-0 for 1Pro4Noobs, and what is actually quite surprisingly here is something I wasn't expecting, is that Core7 is already being put under a lot of pressure. We know India is a little bit NRF-sided, but still a 3-0 score or 4-2 score in favor of the defending team would be most likely. And so far, 2 rounds going to defensive team is good for them. But there is Kisa as he knocks out Rocky. He's going to push through immediately as Throsex wants to go with the stab kill. Kisa doesn't even hear him, and a trade has been made. Meanwhile, rotate has been called too, and Ryuken shuts down Throsex as he's not looking out. So both of the scopes from 1Pro4Noobs have been shut down in the first 30 seconds.
Roger.
Ryuken then picked up the M19 from Throsex, I think. So he's gonna move on. Played very slowly, but look at that. The mid pressure from Core7. They're gonna try and move up in the mid. Let's go to Lasdos. He has to shut down both of the players, otherwise round is open. Most likely a win for Core7. Doesn't dare to peek. Spots them. Not with a lot of pre-fires, but Don Silvios will be the first to get him. Now Ryuken moves in, but Nashi is there still to hold it down. Capiciano then with the trade, and 2 side is open. So Chihab will have to do a 1v3 retake if he wants to still win it. Move up when the Pointman's already playing close. Pointman shuts down Don Silvios. Stream still alive. 70 HP left. So with pre-fires, gets flashed. Yeah, guess who's playing close with the MP7. Don't think there'll be a way for him to hold that, and Capiciano will just shut him down before he can deal any damage. Round 3 goes to Core7, and they're going to make this an actual game. Let's keep our eyes on Nashi. Is he going to move up? No, he's going to leave Lassos alone to go at it. He's really baiting out his teammate, and he's now finally coming in. But a bit late, and he has fallen back already. Baits Lassos here. Lassos gets 1 kill for his effort. But that's not the best of teamwork that you would see there. And Core7 happily profits from it. Gets flashed out. Starts to pre-fire a little, but guess who comes in through the vent? One side is open. So meanwhile finds a second as he moves on. This is the 3rd shot though, but there's Ryukin to round it up. The round 4 also going to Core7, and they've been doing a little bit better. Well, they had to obviously, so we're down 2-0. They're starting to pick up the pace a little bit, even though they should be warm from previous game. Don Silvius here with that KPB Galaxy here. KPB actually one of the worst guns in the game, but the skin of that, the Galaxy, being one of the better pointments in the game, quite surprisingly. It seems to be a trend for AVA as well. Some of the guns that are most utterly useless when it comes to the regular version has a very strong reticent version. There are only a few examples of it. Maybe the RX4 Storm Medusa is another proof of that. I think it's a prime example. Oh, the Spectra Tobin before he got nerfed too. Another great example, but KPB Galaxy is the best example. You know, Spectra Tobin used to be a loot ticket weapon, not red tickets. Meanwhile, Kisa walks down. He has to get the opening picks if he wants to secure the one side. Oh, he misses his shot. He's a little bit too quick. He doesn't know there's still a defender in. And that's under the name of Chiab. Chiab is just watching vent. Doesn't even check it properly, but he will still find Ryukin. Now Kisa knows there's someone inside. So Kisa should get that kill. Ready to shut down Chiab. Finds Nashi too. 2v2 situation. Kisa's gonna try and push again. Very aggressive from Lasdos, and it will connect. But now 2 side is being left open. And guess who's got the bomb? Still playing with that M19. 1v2 opportunity for him now. He has to make a plant at some point. He's gonna walk along. Nobody's there, so you will get the bomb down, I think, straight away. Maybe still check is right. It's actually taking a lot of time here. But yeah, neither Rocky or Lasdos is gonna move. There you go. Guess who sets the bomb? I was gonna hear the players come in. Lasdos. They're actually both gonna go from the same angle. Guess who hears them? Finds Lasdos. Guess who just has to play this quiet. This is the pre-fire. Kinyo's in. Kinyo's down. 1v2 clutch by guess who. He secures round number 4 for Core7 and does exactly what Core7 needs to do. And that is to win rounds. 3 rounds so far consecutively, and we move into the final round before the first half is over. Don Silvios again applying the pressure into the pillow room. So there's only 1 player on the stairs. Then now a second appointment being joined. So Rocky opens up on Kisa. Silvios knows that he can't really throw a grenade here because there have been players on the stairs before, and if he throws a grenade here, the appointment will just push him. And all of his efforts will go back in vain. Silvios still waiting. He's not really trying to go at it anywhere here. But so far there's not a lot of action going on around the map either. But we have Guess Who now coming in. So he should go for the frag. Yeah, he just shut down Lasdos. So we were switching. Pre-fire's being made on the stairs. They're very careful as to take it. Let's move over to the inside as we see Nashi come in with that grenade. He should have been playing on those stairs together with Lasdos and play trades. That's not really happening. She's just gonna play it very, very close here at the rat box. Very good idea for him to play And Thrillsex is then watching the vent. Rocky has moved up so far, and Chihab just has to watch the middle. But at this point, he's not covering anything. But he has to watch the middle, because at this point, he's not watching the pass for Rocky, and Rocky will have to play on his own then. But it's gonna be a 1, most certainly. They try to get a pick on mid, and maybe try and gain some more mid control. So let's see what Chihab can do. As soon as he peeks out here, guess who will find him? Jump along. They know there's someone in the base. Yeah, now he's forcing the players out. This is the fake that they were most likely hoping for. They know there's probably 1 player remaining on the one side now. They are just going to go for the mid spray. Shut down Nashi. There we go with the 1 push happening. Thrillsex has to hold them down. Finds 2 players. Can he get that 3rd here onto the scope? No. Guess who still finds the kill? A round still in favor of Core7. With the Rocky already coming in at the vent. Has to play aggressive. He's just gonna rush through and nobody checks him even. Good effort from Rocky. G-Up tries to come in. Can't find the spray down on Don Silvios. Rocky has to get the kills now. He's just gonna drop down and guess who will find him. 4 rounds in a row to Core7, and after a little shaky start from them, they do seem to have the upper hand in this game. This is actually the map that 1Pro4Noobs picked. So I guess they are looking to win this map and then push it to a 3rd map. Though I said otherwise, they might have some more chances at Cannon. But I think overall the maps are not really so much in favor of Core7. Well, India should be. But the 1Pro4Noob squad has an option to still win in here. As Kisa shuts down Thrillsex, finds this 2nd onto Chihab, 3rd on Lasdos, and now has to reload. Rocky then doing some work, but Kisa rounds up with a 4th. Nobody getting me stuck there as well, but what a round for Kisa. 4K, 5-2 for Core7. At this point, Core7 just seem to have everything all A-okay. They play by the book. They know what they do, although Lastos finds Kisa up in the van. A very nice shot from him. But unfortunate though, as we haven't seen him play with the sniper rifle yet. Just something that he used to do quite a lot. Look at that, Rocky finds Ryukin, opens up one side. Van coming into, but there's Guess Who. Guess Who finds that 3rd and 4th for Guess Who. What on earth is this even? Completely shuts down a 1 push. And with last round, Kisa going massive with a 4K. Also with the M90. This time, it's up to Guess Who. What an amazing round for Core7. It looked like they completely had to give it away. So the first picks on them had been made, but what a tremendous effort by them. That was insane. Guess Who has already gone a 1v2 clutch before. So 2 of these 6 rounds are owed all up to him. But look at that, 12-3 his current scoreline. This 1Pro4Noobs tries to get ready for a 2-goal. Find some kills. Flash being thrown. Guess Who is waiting there. They know someone's inside. They won't really dare to peek. The smoke coming out. That doesn't really help him. And Rocky, the team kill onto Shihab. How unfortunate can it be? He does still tag Guess Who though, but the team is a little bit in the way of each other. Now it's a 2v2 situation. 1 player coming in behind. Rocky still gets Guess Who though. So it's all on to Kisa. You know where Kisa is. Kisa walks in real fast, finds Rocky. He gets the kill as Nashi completely fails there. What a whiff from him, and what a way for Core7 to take it. Losing round 1 and 2, but winning round 3 all the way up to round 9. 7 straight rounds, and Core7 takes it. 7-2 scoreline is your final conclusion of India. Wow, that is not what I was expecting at the start. Well, after the first couple of rounds at least. The start was expecting Core7 to be the better team, but Kisa and Guess Who, they are the main players in here. 2 rounds owed up to both of these players, but these clutch plays, these 4Ks that they both made, absolutely tremendous. So that was map number 1. In the meantime, let me just update the in-game scores for that so we can resume. So let's again check the maps that we have remaining, or map that we have remaining with the lineups too. We just saw India being played, won by Core7, 7-2 victory over 1Pro4Noobs. For those amazing couple of rounds by Kisa and guess who, the scopes really putting their stamp on this match, this first map. We're now going to move on to map 2 of Cannon, where we'll see 1Pro4Noobs in the NRF side and EU side. Yet again, Core7 will start there. So we are now heading in. Third and final map will be Airplane, if that match is still going to be played, because at this point, Core7 will be able to close it out if they win this map. Remember, this map is the map that Core7 has picked for this game as it progresses. But yeah, so far they've been doing fairly well, and they are looking most certain at this point at least to move into the semi-finals later on tonight, which will be played against Kashmir. Kashmir and Team Konas have their spots in the semi-finals already on both ends. Meanwhile, let's focus on this game as Kisa and Don Silvio's already deal damage. They want to take one side. Just lost those defending it. Don Silvio's with the grenade. That grenade actually hits Lasdos a little, and he'll be shut down without much effort. Then within 25 seconds they round off. Kisa with a 3k for it. I think we've already seen why Core7 has picked this map. They now are also allowed to start on the EU side, which is most likely their preferable side as well. They're going for at least 5 rounds here, hoping to shut it down quickly. And they will play very, very aggressive throughout. First round was 25 seconds. Now this round, the first kill only made after about 50 seconds. 50 seconds, what was I saying? 25 seconds, sorry. Silvius preferring a lot. The one appointment is peeking out, so Don Silvius has to move on, but Lasdos finds Don Silvius. He gets shot down by guess who in return. V3. Third tries to move up. We see Core7 being a little bit stuck here, especially with Rocky watching in mid. So they can't really rotate either. They have to go for their picks and then push in. So guess who will need to connect onto Thoroughsex before they can push one side, where Chiap is a little lit. So play slowly. Knows he has to peek at some point. Should go with a fake peek here onto the base because he knows there's someone waiting there. And Thoroughsex finds the kill. It will not get tanked. Might have been a no-rec even. But yeah, now Capiciano knows what is up for him. He's going to peek that same corner. He does fake peek it. He's going to rush along. He's going to walk right into Chiap. Comes out pre-firing. And that does work out. Round 2 going to 1Pro4Noobs. And after the first round being quite dominating for Core7, they were not able to follow up on that. And we have a match on our hands, hopefully. Of course, we set that last round, well, last map as well, after which Core7 was able to shut it down fairly quickly. This time they won't get a lot of rounds consecutively anymore. They end on 8 consecutive rounds through this match. You know, I had the cam quite a bit on Don Silvio, so let's move out to Chia. Chia was in a good position to make a lot of kills there, but instead falls back to base. Leaving defense all the way up to Nashi. And again, Core7 doing something that isn't really characteristic for this map of Cannon, which is playing very slowly. We see Chia making use of that as Lasdos connects onto Capiciano. It's a 3v3 meanwhile. But one side is actually... Is it open? This is a weird setup. 2 side is open and 1 side is open. Why would you do that? I mean, Kisa has a side. You will find Rocky because he's playing in no man's land. And yeah, 2 side is just completely open. Now Lassos and Chiap will have to take it back. With him already find the kill onto guess who. It's a 2v2. There is Kisa though. So he wants another one. So now where Chiap went. Yeah, Chiap tries to be quick. Finds the kill onto Kisa. This is huge for him. And he connect. He gets the kill on Ryukin. 1v2 for Ichihab. And after he gets, I think, 3 kills this round, the final 3 kills at least, He makes tremendous effort for his team and puts 1Pro4Noobs in the lead. Remember, they had a lead as well in the last map, but they were leading 2-0, after which they were not able to find another round whatsoever. I think we're looking at a little bit of a closer match. Expect 11 or 12 rounds to be played, but in favor of who? That is going to be the bigger question. So we're halfway through the first half of this match. Let's keep our eyes on Gesu, but look at that. Lasdo's already connecting on Don Silvios. He's been getting a lot of opening frags on this map. Even though he's only 4.5 in 3, he's been doing some good work. Now trying to bait out scope here on inner. It's a risky move, but it will eventually draw Gesu into Lasdo's hands, although Gesu has already rotated. To move up in the mid. Yeah, Rocky will be going there. Oh, but Lasdo's also watching that. Very nicely done. Not sure why they had two people watching that there. A little bit of an unconventional setup, but it does pay off for them. It's now 2v3 situation. Ryukin and Cappuciano have to do it. Ciano gets Lasdo's, gets a second on Chia, but will get stabbed by Rocky. Has 3 rounds in a row being made by 1Pro4Noobs, and at this point it looks like they might have the upper hand here. I mean, as I said, this map is fairly EU-sided. Although it might not fully work against Core7 either, because this map relies on teamwork. And Core7 has that teamwork working usually into perfection, although Ryu can come in there. It's a little bit of a new player. But we saw what happened on India. As soon as their attack started to work, they got a lot of rounds with that. And on defense, they just made no mistake and took 3 rounds straight. Although they did have 2 players needing to go huge in there. 3 actually. We're not there yet. We still have 2 rounds on attack for them remaining. Let's take a look at the player on the stairs, but that was Rocky and he's already knocked out. I guess who? So still watching the connector as he gets throw sex. Moving out from that. And we're trying to move on. Lasdos finds Don Silvios. He's getting some backup from Nashi. They coming in the right spot. Nashi is just gonna rush through a true Rambo as he gets caught up by Ryukin. The best move that he could make. Now they give up 2 side. Lasdos will need to find his kills here. Finds Cappuciano. Good shot from him. Tries to get the player through the smoke, but doesn't see him. He just has 1 bullet though, making a lot of noise. And yeah, as he walks in, he's just gonna get picked up by Ryukin. Should have played a little bit slower, because time was definitely on his side still. He's gonna give that away as a present to Core7, who's looking to close up this first half in a 3-3 scoreline. 1 round remains. Don Silvios comes out with the pre-fires. We've seen him pre-fire here so often already, but look at that. Chihop coming in very aggressive with backup from Nashi. They'll find 2 players. Cappuciano trades Chihop. Some good effort coming on from 1Pro4Noobs on the one side. They've been able to defend it properly, as we saw earlier on Argon being unable to do that against Kashmir. Okay, Nashi again a kill. Peeks out very aggressively and finds the 3rd of this round. Gets spotted by Kisa. Kisa's gonna try and rotate. She's gonna wait for the smoke to disappear. He knows he has time on his side. Look at that. 1 minute and 37 seconds he's got left. Making a lot of noise though. See Nashi come in. Just pre-firing a little. But I think they're gonna force Kisa to rotate. But he's already watching that connector. No, he just puts his back to it, but the shot's being missed by Thrillsex, although he still rounds off with pistol. Round 6 goes to 1Pro4Noobs, and so far the scoreline are fairly positive when it comes to them. And if they are able to continue this, heck, if they get this next round, they have the best cards in their hands if they want to close it out quickly. Push it to a 3rd map, obviously. Again, no Stellar C yet to be used. Rocky, meanwhile, picking up the AK-47 Neon. No gun being used. Line still there. Galaxy still there. Yeah, no other guns being used. Most people still using that M19. Still no sign of that elusive M40A5 last team standing that I was talking about earlier. Maybe players don't have it, but who knows. Look at that, Lastos and Chihab opening up two side. Bombs going down. Only one player lost in the effort. X finds Don Silvios. 4v2 in their favor. One player will come back. So look at that. The Pointman just pushes through. And they get that kill with Thurlsex rounding off the kill on Kisa. They're just playing... Well, it's mainly Nashi. I think he tries to be the reincarnation of Rambo of some sort. But he's just pushing out almost like an idiot. But it is working out sometimes. And this round it definitely worked out. As he secured round number 7 for 1Pro4Noobs. Just 2 rounds remain for them. They want to push it to a final map on Airplane. Don Silvios finds Rocky. Waits as he sees Lasdos pre-firing at him. Knows he shouldn't be too much, but yeah, the action happening over at the 2 side. So he's there. Misses a shot though. Will connect his second onto Nashi. Kisa was still there. They've got bomb. 2v2 situation. Meanwhile, Kisa has to watch the connector. Both players will be coming in here. He gets Chiab, jumps away, but Lasdos with a return. And guess who rounds off? 5-3 is the scoreline. Core7 finally fighting back a little. That was really necessary for them. If they had lost that round as well, it would have been quite certain that we'd be going to a 3rd and final map. But now Core7 keeping their hopes alive. But for some reason, even though they almost always pick this map of Cannon, the Cannon map seems to be their demise as... Well, I mentioned before, Spring League, they couldn't close it out against Feint, and thus were not able to come out of the group stage. And now they have other issues when it comes to closing out against 1Pro4Noobs. There's Ryukin though, connecting onto Thurlsex. Core7 finally fighting back in this 9th round as they get the first 3 kills. As 2 players remain. Let's move over to them. We just went past them actually. There's Lasdos. He's gonna get caught up from the behind. Nobody spotted him. Nashi's just ninjaing his way through as Nashi's pushing up onto one side, finds 2 players, finds a 3rd one even on Ryukin. Nashi going crazy, and Lasdos fighting guess who? The tables have been turned in a matter of 5 seconds. This was a 2v5 for crying out loud, and now it's a 1v2 for Kisa. Last map he was able to do this in a final round. We'll be able to do it again. He pretty much has to, otherwise 1Pro4Noobs are going to win this map. Fake peeking a little. Boydman just gone there in time. So he throws a little smoke. Pushing out very hard. He's a missed shot and Nashi connects. 4 kills for Nashi this round. But that spray down over at one side has really earned them the position that they are in. And that's the favorites of winning this map of Cannon. They just need one more round to do so, as they'll go for a 2 push. Let's move to guess who, as he's the player that has to hold them off. It's waiting near the cannon. 3 players are trying to queue up from the EU side. Ryukin watching the corner too. They're playing with 3 scopes actually and 4 appointments for the 1Pro4Noobs squad. Meanwhile, Thurlsex tries to come behind. Guess who knows that he's going to be cornered in. Finds Thurlsex. And now they immediately don't want to push on anymore. Try to play more slowly. They know guess who is the last remaining player. Why is Nashi... What's Nashi doing? They should have rotated by now, but are going to do it a little later. Lasdos is still here waiting. Guess who tanks that shot? And Lasdos finds that kill. They're losing the first map 7-2. They completely turn the tables on Cannon, which they win 7-3. Which means that we are going to a 3rd and final map. And that will be Airplane. Meantime, we'll be updating the scores. So there we are. Actually fun to see that my predictions have come through. As I said, Cannon should be one of the maps for 1Pro4Noobs to win rather than India if they want to push it to a third and final map in which anything would be possible. And that is exactly the situation where we are in now. We are going to prepare for our final map of Airplane, and the team that wins it will move on to the semi-finals against Kashmir. In the meantime, though, I heard some info on bracket updates, and it looks like Siron won their fight against Flak. So Siron is currently playing against Neutralized Sports. That's our other quarterfinal matchup. Flak and Argon have been pushed into the lower brackets, as we can see. What is going on there isn't the correct thing, I believe. No, it's actually fine. Stream has done that well. My apologies. So here we have our players. Let's just switch our overlay. Sorry for that. We know the match. We know the lineup, so we don't have to show that again. This is our final map, as said. This is Airplane. Let's see if we have some other guns coming in. Most likely not. And I think that after how 1Pro4Noobs play, I think they'll play a lot more aggressive than they were on the first map. They are on NRF's side first, so their goal is to at least hold to get 4 rounds in. But I think with their playstyle, at the end of the first half, we'll most likely see a 3-3 score line on the board. Soon. It's opening kill onto Lasdos. Core7 immediately trying to make work out there, but look where Throwsex is putting. Let's see if we can get an angle on them. There we go. We still know the buttons, but look at that. That nade is just amazing. As Throwsex moves in at the wrong moment, gets caught up by Ryukin. Fortunate for him, Kisa now wants to move into the side. Fires the spot below. Rocky is still inside. Kisa's making an awful lot of noise. I think he spotted Rocky there. At least I did. Oh, he finds Chiab. Good kill from Kisa. Does he know that Rocky is still inside? You see his gun pointing out a little bit. Only a little bit. You see, if you look at this angle, you see, there you see the gun. And meanwhile, the bomb is being planted over a 2-side. What a quick rotate. Coming in from Core7. They've completely... What the hell is that? This man truly is a bullet. An unguided missile, you could say, but... Playing very risky there, and now Don Silvios, together with Capiciano, will find the kills there. First round goes to Core7. And they know what they need to do. Get some good rounds over at the U side, in hopes for them to close it off near their side. Which they'll have to, obviously. So again, very aggressive over at the one side. Some trades have been made, so 4v4 already. Gasu found Rocky. And Don Silvio's been shot down too. Also by Rocky. So trying to make some noise. Chiab meanwhile picked up the scope too. Interesting to see though, because we've seen Rocky, Chiab, Throwsex and Lastos now with a sniper setup, so it doesn't look like 1Pro4Noobs has a standard outline when it comes to player setups. As well, then again, we've seen 3 different scopes as well for Core7, but it's not as chaotic for them as is for the others. That nade on Chiab was quite deadly. Players inside, yeah, Chiab, yeah, trying to go with jump shots. Gonna be very hard to do. Just misses the corner there and is gonna jump right into Kisa's aim. This is why you shouldn't jump around there. He's just gonna give a free kill to Kisa. Again, favor for Core7. Smoke's coming out. Also, can't see much. But if he stands up, he still has the option to look into the vent. Throwsex is alone here, 2 side. Yeah, they're not gonna try and get faked out just like they did last round. Kisa should drop any moment, and then the action truly begins. There is Nashi. Nashi will need to hold him off, but Capisiano already found him. Laszlo still fights back with a kill. I think that was through the smoke onto Kisa. Nice headshot from him. But they now have to retake 3v2. Just watching the left. Guess who finds him? Thorsex made the call out there, so they know where he is. And guess who finds him too? 3 kills for him this round. Not too much trouble for Core7. Yeah, if you're gonna jump out on one side, you're just gonna let them make picks on you and give some rounds away. And when you're in the third and final map, that's of course not what you want to do. 2-0 for Core7. Frost coming in meantime. Don Silvios is trying to bind his way through. Okay, Pre-Frost coming in. So smoke slide connect. There's another smoke grenade. Flash coming out too. UAV should have been well onto Nashi, so they know there are a few players on that one side. And Nashi's still on the binos. He's again gonna move up and jump. Oh, this is the moment where you should have jumped. Now he doesn't get a kill for his effort. And Kisa will nade him down. And that's just super unfortunate. You usually see Nashi playing so aggressive, but at the moment he has to be aggressive, he doesn't do it. Yeah, Laszlo sees the rotate come in. Gonna call it out to Throsex, who managed to get the kill on Capisiano, immediately forcing guess who to rotate. He finds Rocky. This should be the call for Ryukin to move over again, as Laszlo's is now dropping. Don Silvios gets the kill from behind. Tries to find Throsex, 2 pistols out, but he still gets the kill. But yeah, he will now have to pick up that scope from Laszlo's. Again, the only scope. Last round he was still rifling. Ryukin gets the kill through the smoke. 3-0 already for Core7. I don't think it's gonna go the way that I predicted. But at this point, Core7 has no resistance whatsoever. So it looks like it is a one-way ticket for them on their way to the semi-final match against Kashmir. You see a lot of pre-fires coming in. Silvios is not really going to try and do anything. Snashy still waits in the corner too. Let's see if we can find one of the players that will most likely find the opening frag. Should be Kisa at this point. Yeah, look at the setup again. Again, a bit strange. Chia playing long range with a pointman. Throsex playing fine. Nashi's playing fine. Now Chia is in a better position, but again, they do have their players set up, but they're not getting information here. And with Don Silvios find the kill into blue room, he can open up into blue room. Yeah, now the push is gonna happen. Chiab has to do a lot of work and finds 2 players doing so. But will that be enough? Still it's a 3v1 situation. It's all up to Rocky. He will come from behind. Does not spot Kisa, but they will hear him. 2 scopes as well. Rocky made some noise. Will walk right into guess who's aim, and round 4 also going to Core7. This already starting to look like a done game. That was unfortunately not what we were hoping to see. Then gonna play the same position, but he's gonna bait Chiap in the process. Nashi should just move up with Chiap now, because if Chiap falls, there are no trades to be made. And instead, don't tell me you're rotating. Yeah, I'm not sure what Nashi is doing, but he's almost playing senseless at this point. I mean, he's now over at one side. He's holding a corner, but yeah, he's completely left 2 side open. Left Chihab to be baited. And now Bomb has been moved over to 2 side. Huge mistake from them, which will most likely cost them the round. Even though they still have a player in favor, trades are being made. I think they now realize that it's gonna be a 2. But yeah, with Ryokin connecting on Rocky, it's a 2v2 and the Bomb is gonna go down. And this might be the 5-0.
Charge set. Fire in the hole!
So he's looking out. This is a tough position for him. Oh, Lasdos finds Ryukin. That flash is good as well. But Nashi doesn't see him, and guess who? I'm lost.
Return to main base.
This player has messed up the round 2 times. How can you do that? Like, no. Yeah. They should guide him a little bit more. Hopefully he will be able to do so in the next round, but this is a round that Core7 should have never been allowed to take. And they still did. And we'll prepare for our final round of the first half. We're at this point. Oh, what a wallbang from Rocky on Don Silvio's. As I was about to say, they need to show off a little here and at least make sure that they're not going to get whitewashed here. But with Rocky making 2 kills there, he's going to at least put themselves in a position where they most likely will not have to. Ciano already moves up in mid. Rocky gets the kill again. It's a 3rd kill. Ciano pre-firing a lot. He's gonna work back. Lasdos finds the kill into Capiciano, and yeah, now it is a 1v3 position for Kisa. A little bit of a slower round coming out for Core7. Kisa moves along. She's still playing close. Now he's actually in a good position. But yeah, if Throsex just stays here in the mid. No, don't go down. You're not watching the mid. That's the only thing that's open. But yeah, now she's playing in a good position. He should just stay here. And he will most likely get the kill. If he falls, Throsex can just wait for the bomb plant and then peek. Don't do this. Playing very risky. Nade is good. And you're gonna get the kill on Kisa. Alright, nice lead on this time by Nashi. He's gonna get his first kill of this 3rd map. But yeah, the scoreline heavily in favor of Core7. Just needing 2 more rounds before closing it off. And they're doing very well. Throsex trying to go for a long-range kill onto Kisa. He's already being forced back. Yeah, look, guess who is playing aggressive with the sniper, but he's playing in a position where after he gets the kill, he can just fall back. Now their lurker of Lastos has now been shut down. Rocky finds Don Silvios. He must have jumped up there. And now Kisa's under pressure too, but he still gets the kill onto Rocky. Now shut down by Throsex. They have to get him quickly. The side will be taken. Ciano, again, damaged quite a bit. And Chiap has to get bomb down. So do this quickly. Let's set the bomb. 2v3 situation for them. Nashi cannot afford to... Well, he has full HP. I thought he was lit, so my bad. Yeah, Ryukin and Capiciano are fairly low. If they just play this close by, they should be able to win this. Given they're not completely far out, of course. Oh, Ryukin immediately finds Nashi. Yeah, this is a tough spot for Chiap. He finds 2 players and almost gets the 3rd. But guess who will not fall to that? Guess who, meanwhile, led a 12.5 to 1 score. Absolutely carrying his team. And Core7 is 1 round away, just 1 round, the semifinals. Let's keep our eyes on Ryukin. He's one of the players that we haven't spotted too much so far. He doesn't seem to be going for nade spots either, but the main push is already happening over at one side. Don Silvio should go with a little bit of a wallbang here. Doesn't do that. And that should bring them in some trouble, as he hasn't damaged the players up. When Nashi coming in, he finds the first kill. Won't find the second onto Kisa, but does damage. And now Kisa is under pressure. Still finds the kill onto Throsex. Kisa's doing some good work. Capiciano finds Rocky. This might be it. It's a 2v4. And it should be up to Lasdos to make it work. He's playing with the DSR. He has to get the kill. He had a lot of pre-fires, but won't really do much with it. And at this point, he's beating Chiab. Let's see what Chiab does. Neither of the players have pushed up yet. He's going to pre-fire a lot. Now he's just gonna go rotate. Lasdos, it's a call for him to push out. Guess who knows that a rotate is coming in? Lasdos just waits here, but he misses the shot onto Guess who. Misses a second onto Guess who. Yeah, this is how you lose the round. Because Cappuciano will connect. Chiab is in a 1v4. And that is game, set, and match. 7-1 on the final map for Core7. Another Brazil we see tonight. But surprisingly, how far have ended up in quite a big scoreline. We saw map 1 go to Core7 7-2. Then, out of the blue, 1Pro4Noobs win map 2 7-3. But then completely fall on airplane again 7-1. Strange way, but it is how it ends up. Core7 moves on to the semi-finals, in which they will later play Kashmir, as we will now take a short break before returning to our next match. We might catch that semi-finals as it's in the process of starting. Otherwise, we might also take a look at one of the lower bracket games, as of course we have both seen the semi-final teams play already. So I'll be getting those scores back to the way they